Welcome to my colossal ego. This is my future award ceremony. I'm currently studying to become a composer for film. And yeah, this is like a visualization, I suppose, that I've created to give me juice. You know, they talk about a vision board. This is like a vision board taken to an extreme, really, and just see what I mean. So I shall take you. Oh, gee, you dropped the controller. I shall take you through it. Wow, God, all this for me is humbling. Oh, thank you. It's so nice to be here. It's obviously it's a little bit embarrassing having all this attention paid to you, but you know, I'm not going to let everyone down by not being here. So you know, but yeah. But thanks for being here yourself. Great smile, by the way. Oh, it's a little bit silly, isn't it? A bit crazy to see. Sweet though. It's nice being able to touch people like that. You know. I'm not going to be one of these people that says I hate it or whatever, because I don't. I love it. Who wouldn't want to have this effect on people, you know? Oh, this is... Sometimes they get a little bit extreme. Oh, God, he does look a little bit crazed. He just needs to calm down a little bit, this guy, okay? I'm not a god, all right? Yeah, I'm a very inspirational person, you know. I could see, you know, perhaps maybe on the level of a minor deity or something like that. Your brother must be... Well, I suppose, look, I don't want my brother to be jealous, okay? Just because he never encouraged me and he always told me that I shouldn't bother and that I had my head in the clouds. You know, it doesn't matter because he just wanted the best for me, and I know that he'll be happy for me. Jealous? Who would want that? I wouldn't want that. You know, it's not like that has inspired me at all to do any of this stuff. But you know, yeah, you got to ask the hard questions. I get it. Thanks. Any tips for those who haven't made it? Oh. Look. If you have a dream and a vision, you can't help but make it, okay? So don't worry, just concentrate on that. Concentrate on the vision and all of the love that goes into that, and then that love will pay off because you're putting love out into the universe and the universe will give it back. No, I'm not spiritual. No, nothing like that. You know, I meditate a little bit, you know. But yeah, no, it's just common sense, isn't it? Oh, this stuff I don't like too much, to be honest. I mean, hi. Oh God, they're all men. What is going on? Oh, what's going on with him? Or maybe he was in an accident or something. That's unfortunate. Okay. Hi. Wow. Something a little bit scary about them, isn't there? How they're all taking the pictures at the... sorry, no. Hi. Okay, yeah. I mean, in moments like this, you really can't lose it. You know, if you were to have a panic at a moment like this... Hi. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Hall of Inspiration. Oh, okay. What movies inspired me? Oh, well, what movie didn't inspire me? A few, actually, but it looks like here you've got this laid out for me anyway. What's this? This is some sort of corridor documenting everything that's ever inspired me, and you've put all this on for me. Oh, Oh, wow. That's beautiful. I couldn't have got here without any of these people that have made these beautiful films, you know. This is the thing that drove me. Beauty and art and stories and fantasy and getting just lost in all of these different worlds that were created for me, and it just made me want to be a part of them and create them too. Yeah, you've got them all here. I suppose you want me to talk a bit about each of them. All right, okay. It's very self-indulgent, but yeah. God, we could be here a long time. This, it's quite. How long is this whole episode? Oh, 4 hours. Oh, right. Oh, it's like a kind of a marathon, sponsored marathon sort of thing. Yeah, raising money for how many charities? Really? Oh, wow. Ah, yeah, amazing. Oh, that's incredible. Who else could be the new lead character of Blade Runner but Ryan Gosling? You know, there's only ever one person as cool as Harrison Ford, really. Yeah, just incredible. These action films. Wow, I watched these films so many times. Yeah, incredible. The bit where she jumps over the trench. Wow. You don't no one sees it coming either. She just takes off what she's wearing and she's like, someone has to do something, and she's just across the battlefield. You know, imagine if you'd have seen that, if you were actually there, and that's how the war got won. Oh, I saw it on the screen. Heroes, that's what it's all about. Heroes. Yeah, transported away to a different world. You know, when you get those goosebumps when you're watching these films, there's a bit in Willow where they set off on their journey, and it's just this gorgeous music, and you're seeing all these lovely shots of the landscape and stuff, and it's just like, oh wow, it feels like a different world. And I don't know how they do it because they're filming our world most of the time, but uh, oh, these little quotes above some of them. Oh, that's clever. Someone must have known me really well to have set all this up. You know, it's probably some crazed super fan or something. Uh, Sometimes you must answer the call even unwillingly. Yeah, yeah, he did. And I did too. I didn't ask to be this legend. It just happened. Masters of the Universe, yeah. I think the director was got into some dodgy stuff with Bryan Singer, unfortunately, but still a very, very good film. Magical. No more magical than that. This film for me just encapsulates everything about my childhood and life in general, really. You watch it and like the dialogue is so good, all the characters are so unique. You've got all these little relationships going on between them all, like Mouth and her, they kind of fancy each other. Like at the end, she's like, she pays him a little compliment. It doesn't look much like Chunk though, does it? They could have done better with Chunk. They could have done better with all of them actually, except her. She's pretty good. Yeah, she was great, wasn't she? I love that woman. What a great villain. Turbo Kid, newer film, but inspired by movies of that era, and very cool film. Yeah, Beowulf. Oh, Beowulf. For the name, for the glory. These films, it's all of the films that get me pumped up. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, kind of thing. These characters embody something in all of us that we should embody. I think, you know, bravery, or like even like a love for battle or a love for war, like he's got. Do you know what I mean? He actually enjoys it. Ah, yeah, cool. Fantasy, martial arts, action, comedy. God, why are there not more films like this? I know it's John Carpenter's a legend, but you'd think they'd be able to make more movies with all these elements. Do you know what I mean? It's just incredible. Uzis. How cool were Uzis when you were a kid? Uzi 9mm. Oh, there he is. Uzi 9mm. What film was that when he said that? I don't think it was Terminator. Uzi 9mm. Ah, oh, legend. Yeah, Arnold. A lot of it came from Arnold, definitely. Wow. As a kid, he was just like the epitome of like awesomeness, you know? Cool, not overly emotional, but there was emotion there. Do you know what I mean? He did show emotion. Incredible actor, actually. I say that as if it's like a surprise, but you know, if anyone ever thinks he's wooden, well, he's good at being wooden, but you have to be able to act that way. And there are moments when he wasn't. Yep. Again, warriors, battle, inspiration, unexpected heroes. I've always liked that hero's journey thing. Parents wouldn't let me watch that as a kid. I had to go on my mates. But I remember my parents watching it, and I had to listen to it, and even listening to it was torture because of all of the cool sounds going on and guns going off and things like that, and this awesome music. And I was like, oh, I could almost picture what was happening in the film. And when I saw it, it just didn't let me down at all. You know, there's really no better action film than Total Recall, really, in my opinion. It's just non-stop, like, and it's all the music as well. That's the thing about it. Like the music adds so much distinctive character to the film. Um, oh yeah, another incredible Verhoeven was definitely a big character for me, or influential. Yeah, yeah. I won't bang on about all of these. You remind me of the Babe. I saw my babe. How cool is that though? When he does that, just oh, he starts singing. That's such a cool tune, isn't it? I saw my baby. How far down are we? Do we need to take a commercial break or anything like that? Am I supposed to just keep going and ad libbing? Where's the host? Ah, okay. They just want me to have my own experience unfettered. I get it. Ah, yes. Oh, the score, just everything about it. Don't films just do something to you? They get in your head too, don't they? Like sometimes when I'm out, you know, like you're out somewhere and it just looks a little bit Blade Runnery. There's maybe some neon lights and it's raining, and you're just like, oh, I feel like I'm in Blade Runner. I've got to just put the soundtrack on quickly. Suddenly you're there. Just close your eyes and you're away. So vivid, so vivid. And again, the music just adds so much to it. I saw that recently, actually, and that is a nuts film. That is brilliant. I mean, it should be. It's Ridley Scott, but for some reason I hadn't really heard of it. Came in under my radar. Not quite sure why, but that's a gem. So much action in it. It's such a cool story. Um, some people said Orlando Bloom was wrongly cast because he's not manly enough, or he's boyish features or whatever. But no, he's awesome in this. He's a total dude. And yeah, I think it works that he's got those features, and he's, clean cut or whatever, and you don't expect him to be as awesome and badass as he is. Do you know what I mean? And believe me, he is. The shit this guy does is incredible. um, he leads an entire like army in the end, and he's basically. Oh, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but no, fuck it, I'm gonna. Basically, he saves the city with like advanced tactics, and he's right out in the heat of the battle and everything, but he's like a king. He goes to like the east and becomes a king because he inherits some land from his old man Liam Neeson. Suddenly he's like some type of king in Jerusalem, trying to tend to his land and things like that. But then it all kicks off, and it's just it's wicked. The score by Harry Gregson Williams is wicked too. He also did The Last Duel recently, and that was just as good. How much Gryffindor do you have in you? Well, Harry, apparently I'm more Slytherin, but I think ultimately I'd like to embody all of the different houses and their virtues. But thanks for your encouragement. Slytherin is definitely very important to me, and I will do my best to uphold all their values, and also the values of chivalry. That was a cool film. She was brilliant in that. She's so good, and everyone was good in that. Oh my god, it reminds you how good these actors are. Like Matt Damon, like Ben Affleck was incredible in that, and obviously Adam Driver. Oh, that's some great scenes. It's like comical too. It's so funny, especially because it's like Americans making these films, and it's almost like a cliche of what would have been going on in like Britain, but it still works. It's still, but it makes you laugh, the idea that they're writing these cliched middle-aged scripts. Games. Oh, thanks for asking. Oh, that's nice. Um, to be honest with you, though, we still have a whole wall of films to get through, so I'll come back to you. I feel like I need a little break. I maybe need like some refreshments. This almost feels quite brutal. Um, I'm definitely parched. You want me to do the other side? Oh, Blumeneck. I suppose this is the least I could do to give back. Come back to you. Right, so what have we got? Oh, yeah. Action, martial arts. Who wouldn't like martial arts? That's a cool little film, man. Oh, you watch it and it's sort of cheesy, almost a bit B movie-ish, but actually it's still really, really good. And it didn't take itself too seriously. It had some silly humorous parts in it. But a lot of you probably haven't seen it anyway. But just watch it. It's a cool martial arts film, and it's one of Jean Claude's first, where he's a baddie in it, and it's got some awesome like training montages and stuff like that. And like Bruce Lee is in it, kind of. Well, it's someone playing Bruce Lee, but this guy fantasizes that Bruce Lee is talking to him and training him up. It's very cool. If you haven't seen The Raid, please watch it. You owe it to yourself. You really do. If you like action, it doesn't come more action. It is the most fast paced, cool, brutal, admittedly, action you will probably ever see on screen. And I wish they would make more of them. They did two of these films. They're like Indonesian police, and they have to go into this building and like arrest this guy, and they have to fight their way out. It's so good. I won't tell you any more, but it's mainly like martial arts, but there's lots of weapons in it and guns and things like that. it's just cool. Like the fight scenes in it are very brutal, but you are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Bow, bow, bow. If you haven't seen this film, switch the TV off now and stop watching this award ceremony, because I am basically offended. No, I'm joking. But watch it immediately. Watch it immediately. Okay? And I will be checking up that you are. Because this is a martial arts comedy, light-hearted, like family movie. And this main guy is called Bruce Leroy. I know, crazy, but it's all about his search to become like the ultimate master of his martial art. It's just really lovely. It's not brutal at all, and it's just got a really cool story behind it, and a little bit of like magic in it as well. It's very, very cool. It was always inside. You taught me that. You taught me that at such a young age. This film was deep and spiritual, and he was searching for like enlightenment and stuff like that. Characters like this were my heroes. I didn't see many heroes in my real life. Just a bunch of animals trying to beat each other down. But Bruce Leroy, he was full of love, and he's just such a, come on, this is a clean-cut, handsome man. Like this guy, Timac. Like, oh my friggin' god, this guy had like a sparkle in his eye, and he was the nicest guy too. The nicest guy. He had this like little brother in it that he like hung out with, and just, it was really, he was just a total inspiration. I can't say it enough. Like, probably more than anyone else here, as much as I love all these characters, as much as I love you, Robo. And trust me, Robo, you really did inspire me. Look at you, you hulking, massive. I mean, you did. You inspired me a lot, but also feel bad about what happened to you, because, you know, you were a real person, and as cool as that all is, I probably would still rather just have a normal body. But anyway, it's this dude, really. He lives inside me, and I'm sure a lot of women would probably wish that this guy would live inside them, but he seriously does. And if you haven't seen this film, you have to watch it. And he even gets two of these. You know, whoever did this knows. What's he saying? Yeah, that's what his master says to him. There is only one place you have not looked. And then he realizes that he hasn't looked inside to find what he was looking for. He was looking externally for everything out in the world, going around searching for this piece of knowledge or information that would make him get it or see the truth or know himself. And then near the end, he discovers that it's all him, because he has this mental montage scene where he's getting the shit kicked out of him and he's getting dunked in water, and then it all comes back to him. Everyone's saying like, it's you, you're the master. And this woman, Vanity, she says to him in his mental montage, she says, you should've like a master to me. She believed in him. He was a master. I mean, God, look at this dude. If he's not a master, who is? And Vanity knew it, and he sussed it at the end, and that was when he started. Oh shit, Vanity knew it, and that was when he started to glow at the end. And man, was that a cool moment. Give this guy his props, and the people that made this movie, everything about it, and why it isn't as big as say Harry Potter. I don't know. I don't know why we're not talking about this movie every single day, to be honest. All right. Yeah, Bloodsport. John Claude. Oh wow. Had so many cool heroes growing up, man. John Claude, Bruce Leroy, Arnie, Russell Crowe. He's a hero. Arnie, CGI Ray Winstone. It's just, and what is it about these things that we love so much? Beating guys like Tom Poe up. You know, look at him. Tom Poe, he must have a nice side to him. I don't care. We don't see one, do we? He's a pretty evil character, but but he has to be, doesn't he? Otherwise, you don't want him to get the shit kicked out of him so much. That's what makes the film so enjoyable. And then, wow, what a little gem. These fantasy martial arts films where they're leaping around and doing all this stuff. There needs to be more of those, you know, like Crouching Tiger was obviously a really good and famous one, but there's a few others. This one, oh yeah, and I didn't even, sorry, I sort of skipped over Iron Monkey. God, that film, check that out. That is pure awesomeness. It's one of these fantasy films where they leap around, and I can't remember what they call it. But it's a very, very cool film. There's some awesome martial arts choreography in it. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's very funny as well. Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun. Now, that was a good film. I don't know how it was so good. It shouldn't have been so good, but it just worked perfectly. It was a bit cheesy, but it had some really good lines in it and stuff like that, you know? And all the characters were just, they were like corny characters, but they all had their own. Like, characters can be corny, lines can be corny, but as long as like the characters are all unique and they're all funny, but more than anything, is the action good? Is the feel of the movie good? And the feel of the movie was good. You know, you did feel that goosebump feel during a few of the fights, especially the one with Reptile at the end, where Reptile appears and has the fight with, with Liu Kang. That is awesome. The tune is going on, this thumping tune by Orbital, I think, did a lot of the music. I'm not sure if they did that one, but that was a cool film. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, ever. Doubt anyone that tells you otherwise. Just break off all contact with them immediately. You fight for the fate of Earthrealm. That was my Christopher Lambert voice as Raiden. What's Jean Claude? What's kickboxer? Not so, cow. It means white warrior. White warrior. Oh, that's a good thriller. The Guest. Watch that. Oh my god, that's one of the coolest films I've ever seen. This guy, you know, like sometimes like you get like a slight man crush where you're just like, that dude is just so cool in that film. I just want to be that dude. Do you know what I mean? This guy is on that level. Like, these guys like Brad Pitt, whoever, like Adam Driver. These guys are just so cool. But this guy goes to a new level of cool in this film. And the film in general, it's got this really cool, like, retro soundtrack and retro feel. And it's a bit of a cult film now. And really watch it. One line I like, he says in it, money's easy to get. He says it so convincingly too. You just think, I don't know how he would get money if he needed to get it, but I'd love to be that confident to just know that I could just go and get money. just you're that clever. You just know of quick ways you can go. I mean, even I don't. He probably means illegally. He probably means shooting someone or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. But it's cool when he says it. He's like, "Are you rich or something?" He goes, "Money's easy to get." He makes me think he could be right. Yeah, another great horror film. People love it or hate it. I loved it. Masterpiece. The music, oh my god, like those discordant sounds, like just terrifying. This film was terrifying. You know, there's a haunted house, there's a haunted child, there's friggin' astral projection, possession, an attempt at possession. It is a good film, and the ending is bonkers as well. They go into this realm like where these lost spirits are in limbo, and like so creepy. Into the further you go, the further. Where's the caption? Oh yeah, it's not the house that's haunted, it's Dalton. Dalton. Dalton when got himself haunted. Oh, what a film. They're all interesting films, but the first one is a proper, I'd say, masterpiece. I don't bandy that word around that lightly. You know, films like Citizen Kane or whatever, Chinatown, those are amazing films and they get called masterpieces, and rightly so. But I also feel like you can call films like this masterpieces for what they do. In terms of what they create, the ideas that they create that are so long standing and get baked into culture, you know? Freddy Krueger you hear about all the time. You don't, you know, you do hear about Citizen Kane, but The Night He Came, Halloween. I'm missing the title for that one, but yeah, that was cool. John Carpenter was a big inspiration on my work, and as a lot of you would obviously know, the music I like to make is inspired by him, and you know, the synthesizers, early synthesizers, films of the 80s. Favorite horror, I'd say, without a doubt. Absolutely. More terrifying than Insidious. Terrifying on a whole new level. Past terrifying and into disturbing. You know? Disturbingly terrifying. The old lady in the bathtub. I mean, what the fuck is that all about? I mean, that's Stephen King. That's what that is about. But still, like, oh. Like, the way it's filmed and everything like that adds to it so much, though, doesn't it? It's not just the story, it's all of these elements coming together. These amazing minds, and just cinema for me is the accumulation of all of that. That's why I love it. I love books, poems, all those different forms of art, but there's something about movies. They just have all those elements. They're visual, they're auditory. That's it. But still, that's two. Paintings aren't. They're just visual. But they tell stories too. They're their own little beasts. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, Aliens. God, yeah, that was one of my favourite action films as a kid. Man, how could a kid not like that film? A pulse rifle? Are you kidding me? Look at that gun. Did James Cameron think to himself, I know what kids are going to like? Was he just thinking, no, I'm going to make a futuristic gun? Or was he thinking, I'm going to make a gun that would make a little friggin' kid wet his pants with excitement? I mean, it's got like it's got a grenade launcher in it. It's got, oh, it doesn't have a flamethrower. She attached another gun to it, didn't she, that had a flamethrower. But that pulse rifle has a grenade launcher. It has very cool, makes a very cool sound. It's just an awesome gun. I mean, look at it. They don't have guns like that now, do they? Why not? Why have we not got? Surely those guns would be the best guns. You should see our soldiers with those on the battlefield. You know, why have they not got pulse rifles on the battlefield with grenade launchers? Well, they've probably got grenade launchers, but imagine if you could just drop sharks on your enemy as like a shark attack with loads of water. Just pour loads of water on them from the sky full of sharks. Oh, wow, God, I'm almost spent. And I'll quickly skim through the little game section. Oh, look, it's Bruce Leroy again. There are 3 of them. I really do love. It's not a crush on Timuk. I swear to God, it's not. There's nothing like that. He just was very inspirational. Watch the beginning scene when he's training, and you've got the coolest tune. You are the last dragon, and he's doing all these moves and like flying kicks in slow motion, like wow, yeah. Luke. He's almost as cool. And Harrison. Man, legends. I'm so lucky. This is who I grew up with. Really. I grew up, Luke was like a father to me. Or like a brother to me. Or me. You know, he was a young guy, you know. Didn't know his place in the world. Again, clean cut looking. Maybe people said that about him now. Oh, he's too boyish looking, he's too clean cut. But it worked. Wow. What is it about these guys? They're just fearless. To an extent. I mean, you do see him get a bit afraid. He's scared of snakes and stuff like that. And you do see fear in him. But it doesn't stop him acting. It doesn't stop him going into the like scary tomb to look for an ancient artifact and almost getting killed by a boulder. He gets on with it. He does it regardless. And so does Luke. Ultimately, he accepts the call to adventure. And it makes you feel that if you do that, you could be a hero too. And it looks like I did become a hero. You know, not that anyone said that explicitly, but I think it's safe to assume, you know. Oh, there he is. Look at that raw power. That was the coolest moment in either of the 4 movies, where he suddenly showed up at the beginning of Thor: Love and Thunder, and Welcome to the Jungle came on, and he revealed that awesome costume for the first time. The rest of the film wasn't too good, but man, that was a cool moment. I think it's because you think for a second that he's weak because he's been sitting up meditating. You're kind of like, nah, something's going to happen. He's going to mess it up or whatever. And he obviously does. He shatters their whole sacred building, but it's like these guys know how to. Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Some games over here, yeah, that I loved. Awesome little indie film that just gets stuck in your head. Baldur's Gate, yeah. I won't go too much into these, but all of these things somehow just get lodged because there's something so beautiful about them. Like, what was so beautiful about the original Deus Ex? Elon Musk will tell you because he loves this. I saw him talking in an interview. This was like the coolest little first-person game, and you could play it however you wanted. There was loads of like freedom in it, but it was really cool. It was futuristic, and you had to like augment your body and stuff. And the music was really good. And again, it just had a feel to it that no other game has ever had. Yeah, synthwave type inspired game. Obviously, Skyrim. Wow. Again, it's beauty. That's what these things are. I mean, just look at that. A world that someone has created that you could actually explore. I mean, look at the detail. You can see the hair on his arms. My first projects. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, these are the projects that I worked on during my composition masters that I did. Wow. Yeah, I remember them all now. The scene from 2012 with Danny Glover when he's deciding on the fate of the world. He walks into the room. It's so intense. What does he say? Sally, what are you still doing here? Do you remember that trip? I know the scene so well because I've had to watch it so many times to score it. It's still lodged into my head, and then it's funny. He sits down at the desk and he says, "You know, no matter how long you've been in this office, you always know," he says, "you always lose a little bit of yourself when you sit in this chair." something along those lines. Yeah, we scored a scene from Assassin's Creed, an old advert. How did you get all this work done? Wow. I mean, just take a look down here. How could I not? Look at all of this. Just look at all of this awesomeness that has been created by reality. You say the human mind, the human imagination, it's incredibly profound to me that we are here on this place in the universe and these stories exist. And just look how colourful they are. Look how they've made this place so beautiful. I'm just a continuation of all of this. And maybe soon we'll be able to see some of my works here too. I got it all done because others before me got it done. Despite everything, they got it done. You know, when Mikey and his friends were down in the well in the Goonies, they could have given up. They could have gone up the well. They could have ridden up Troy's bucket. But no, down there it was their time. And here, it's my time. And your time. And you never give up. Goonies never say die. You have to answer the call. Because if you don't answer the call, no one gets to see the beauty that's inside you. Some people do. Some people you meet in your life that you touch. But I'd love to see your story. And I would love to see your story, Predator. and I'd love to see your story. Well, I've seen your story for. Um, you know, thanks for coming. Explain the process. Oh well, what the process of how I got it all done? Well, I was working on all of these projects, and I had a lot going on at the time. It was hard for me finishing the composition course. There was a lot banking on it, but I kept on going because of all of my heroes, the heroes in these films, and the heroes that made these films possible. Every single person. You know, and I know that there's beauty in nature, and I know that there's more beauty in the world than just movies, but I suppose this is the specific thing that makes me happy. But the process was, I just had to keep going. And I know that's not really a process, but I just did whatever was in front of me. You know, I sat down when I didn't feel like it, and I switched on my computer and I read and I produced. And I was just a force of nature, like Luke Skywalker. Exactly like Luke Skywalker. You know, there on Tatooine. I hope it's Tatooine. I hope I didn't get that wrong. He doesn't want to leave. I could lie down right now. Well, I don't know why I would, but I could have lied down right now and just said fuck it, put on another film. But I had a dream, and a dream is worth dying for. Ask any of them. Right, full. Tony did the ultimate. His dream was to defeat Thanos. He had a dream of finding his inner master, and he did. He had a dream of getting out of jail, which he did. He managed to escape from New York and get out. He had a dream of just being at peace, which he was in the end. Dusty had a dream of saving his friends. Bishop had a dream of just being able to serve the company and do well, and just maybe do the best he could and serve everyone. It's hard to know what Bishop's dream was, actually. Because if you'd have asked him, he was an android, so he may have said something like, I don't have dreams, or he may not have known about the concept. But if he did have a dream, maybe it would be to just chill out, I don't know, and stop going on all these intense missions. Ripley's dream was just to put her demons to rest, so she'd stop having nightmares, you know, go out, kill the alien menace, sleep better. I can't remember his dream. His dream was to protect his family and just feel safe and protect his community. His dream was to be a martial arts champion. His dream, fuck knows what his dream was. Sonia's dream was to avenge her partner by killing
I have created a node representing
Kano.
the concept of dream with a visual representation of surreal and imaginative elements.
What the hell? Who's that talking? Don't know if you heard that voice then. Tony had a dream of, oh God, I can't remember. We may not know what a lot of their dreams were, but trust me, they all had one, even though they were like fictional characters, and they probably didn't have dreams written into them. Like, what was Dutch's dream? Maybe he wanted to settle down somewhere, raise a family, you know, sit at a desk like Dylan. Oh, we don't want to know about your dream, do we? Because guess who's there? Your dream was just to protect people and do good, wasn't it? I think your dream was just to get back with Holly McClane. Because you knew you messed up, didn't you, John? You knew you messed up. And you caused another argument right at the beginning, didn't you? You had to. You had to bring it all up again. But you did come through for her. You came through for us all. And yeah. Hall of Memories. Oh, yes. Commercial break? Well, basically, Mr. Predator turned interviewer, it all starts with a dream, which I've always had. So, and they tried to crush it out of me, you know, they tried to tell me, you know, like the film Never Ending Story, you gotta get your head out of the clouds. Come on, Sebastian. But I never did. Kept my head in the clouds and just wanted to create, really, because this is where my love came from. This is where my passion came from. So I had a dream, and you know, I kind of formulated it over the years and made a lot of tough decisions, made a lot of sacrifices, Mr. Predator man. But guys like you, the work that you did, you know, your former career, it was incredible. It just, I mean, it inspired me so much. You inspired me. I mean, you were absolutely terrifying and evil. Well, probably not evil. That's putting a moral aspect onto what you do. Really, you're just a sportsman. But you really had that tenacity. You know, you wanted to get that trophy, get that skull. You know, hang that bone around your neck or whatever. And you had cool weapons, like you had a laser, and someone created you. You know, you with your So I kept dreaming, and I kept dreaming, and I dreamt some more, and I dreamt a little bit more. And when they said, Alex, come on, you should probably stop dreaming now, I said, no, I will not. Because that's the thing about a dream. It never goes, it always stays.